Pep Talk, Pro Beez, Nightlife, Vampire Life. Delighted to be joined with my guy. Yes, he's here. Mr. Big, Dean Whyte. How you doing, bro?
I'm well. Yourself?
Bruv, everything is calm, as they say, out there in the streets, brother. But I thought I'd touch base with you. Very, very sad news about Errol Spence Jr. being in a car accident. Not in a good way. Would you make it a whole Errol Spence story right now?
First off, I'd like to say, praise God with Errol Spence Jr. and the family. Really sad occasion, sad day for the sport, someone that's just come through a big fight as he is to be unified world champion out of real hard, gritty fight. And a young man who had, the world as his oyster, potential big fight with Pacquiao, potential big fight with Furman. Loads of stuff are on the horizon for this young man, and it's just tragic that this has occurred. Obviously, he was in a car, and if you saw the videos, it spun out of control and flipped over a few times. There's numerous rumours online that some say he's not that bad, some say his arm was amputated. We're not sure.
Wow.
It's a real sad day for the sport of boxing today at the minute that they have. We just sit here and wait to see how he pulls through. And our thoughts go out to him and his family. Yeah, again, I'm a big fan of Errol Spence Jr. I've been an advocate for him for many years. I've been talking about him for a long time. I went to America when he fought. What's the gentleman's name? What's that? What's the one who beat Khan again? He's retired now, I think. The one he beat Khan when it was dubious, the test was dubious, and then...
David Alexander.
No, not David Alexander. The gentleman with the beard anyway. So anyway, he beat him. I went to that. That was in New York a few years ago. And when I saw him, I was talking to him there. I met him in Las Vegas also. And I remember speaking to him and he was saying he's a fellow Jamaican and so on. And he's, grew up in America and so on. I was talking to him about what part he's from. And ever since then, I was a big fan. And I've been to a few fights. I was in the Mikey Garcia. I went to Dallas and went and watched the fight. So, it's really sad, to see a young man that was on the rise, that's doing really good things, coming from nothing and coming up. And he's on the cusp of, doing something great. So a lot of fans are in a sad mourning state in terms of, they're not sure of what's going on. But the whole world boxing world is awaiting to see what happens to the unified champ, and if he comes back, and we're hoping for a speedy recovery.
Well, you talk about the whole boxing world. We had the competition. Terence Bud Crawford reaching out on social media, sending his prayers out to his friends and family, and hoping that Errol Spence Jr. comes back in a fit fighting health, which is nice to see. These two are meant to go out in a massive super fight sometime in the future, and hopefully this won't impact on Errol Spence's career. Hopefully he'll be back fighting fit, and we will get that super fight. But I think we're sending our well wishes out to Errol Spence Jr. Hopefully he'll be able to, when he's better, tuck into some of that rice and peas, some of that Jamaican cuisine,
Yeah, no. Do you know what? Errol Spence is a countryman. I can't remember where he's from, but I think I saw him in Black River one time on Instagram. I'm not 100%, but he's definitely a countryman, I believe. But, going back to Bud Crawford, very classy guy, very humble. He's a humble champion. And, he's come from humble beginnings down there in Omaha, Nebraska, very nice, low-key, chilled place. And give credit to him. I know there's a lot of boxers, obviously, are probably going to send their wishes. I saw the Charlo brothers have sent wishes. Devin Haney has sent out his wishes. All of these guys are young guys coming up, doing really well. And they're friends of Errol Spence Jr. And, they're probably concerned and they're sending their wishes. When it comes to Bud, of course, there's a fight down the line potentially. but we're, with those guys, there's a bit of needle. But I mean, I think deep down, they're friends or associates of some kind. And obviously, he's going to wish him back because he wants to fight him. What we got to understand is we don't know the ramifications of that car incident and what injuries he sustained, and are they going to be detrimental later on to his career? Is he going to box the same? Has he got any major injuries where he probably might lose a lot of weight and it's going to take him a lot of time to come back in the ring and be the same? Will he ever be the same again? Something could have been broken and it might, we don't know. We've got a lot of speculation and, only time can tell. But what we do wish him is a speedy recovery and all the best, him and his family.
We've got to talk about Tyson Fury.
WWE.
He's with Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon. He's moving around the WWE arenas. I mean, what did you make of Tyson Fury on SmackDown and WWE Raw?
Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of comical, but listen, it's pantomime, I guess. I guess it's show business, as they say. Listen, I think Top Rank, what they're doing with Tyson Fury in America is quite ingenious. It's quite clever, to be honest, because they're putting him in with the hardcore, just general public. People who, that WWE shit is big. Brock Lesnar is big.
The Rock is massive.
You understand? So what you got to understand is it's a coup. You understand? Only thing he's got to worry about is not getting injured, excuse me, in what he's doing. But it's a coup. Going in there, you're going on there, you're opening up the audience, the traction for what it is. The general public that don't know Tyson Fury will get to know Tyson Fury. Listen, follow the footsteps to people who have done it before you. Floyd Money Mayweather, you saw him in there. You saw him on Come Dance With Me. These are the strategic moves you want to make if you want to become a household name. You got to be smart. You got to be ingenious. You got to kind of be... You got to be calculus. If you got to have a good team behind you, that's gonna think outside the box and think where is a good play you can make to say, well, you're gonna go into the families that are sitting on the couch at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, having their supper, having their tea, their nannies, watching Emmerdale, Coronation Street, like my bro Dillian did, Master Chef, a coup, brilliant. Yeah, again, so he's gone out to normal people now, not boxing people, know who Dillian Whyte is. Master Chef, he got to the final. I know him, he's a wonderful cook. He doesn't seem like a bad chap. You know what I mean? So when you're talking about coups, brilliant coup. Yeah? WWE, Tyson Fury, brilliant. Some people won't like it, some people will, but then what you got to understand is that is dollar signs. So what's going to happen now is they watch him on WWE, SmackDown, whatever you want to call it, and they can say, oh, that's the guy, the lineal champion. He was on WWE. He's fighting in Las Vegas now. Let's tune in. It's going to be interesting. So they're buying into another audience, just like with KSI, just like with Logan, and they're bringing traction. So what's happening is now those fans are going to be on the zone. They're going to pay for pay-per-view. And then some might linger. If there's a small fraction and percentage that do linger, it's still good business. It's a different audience they're open up to. So it's quite important to understand the business side of this. And I keep saying this. I can't stress this enough when I talk to people about it's sometimes not just talent alone that gets you there. It's about your marketability.
Marketing plan.
And being popular. Because it's like a popularity contest, The man who can sell the most tickets, the man who's liked enough, the fans want to tune in and see. So it's very, very important. So all of those things accumulating, it makes business, makes money, makes sense. You know the game. The rest is history.
You mentioned WWE. I'm just, in my mind, it's kind of playing in my mind. Imagine you and Dillian Whyte as the Legion of Doom in WWE.
Jeez.
Two big lads.
You know that? Hey, listen.
Oh, what a rush.
Yeah, crazy. Oh, shit. No, listen.
What does Dillian say about that?
Warrior and that? Nah, come on, man. He's on it, man. Shit, he's a big old dude, man. He's on that SmackDown stuff. But, I think he'll do good in there. That'd be great, the both of us tagging up, going in there and putting a beat down on some of them suckers in there. You know what I'm saying? The clothesline and all that. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Just to conclude, we mentioned Dillian Whyte. Obviously, he's been out in the public doing a lot of interviews and talking to a lot of people about December. What can you tell us?
First off, I don't think he's done that much interviews. I think he's done one with IFL, and then obviously he's more active on his Instagram now. So I'll just echo what he said. Obviously, as everyone knows, he said he's potentially fighting in December. So we'll just stay tuned. I'm not going to comment and go into anything. Whatever him and his team decide to talk about, I'll leave them to do that. But yeah, it's good. I'm happy he's coming out a little bit more. He's allowed to speak a little bit more. He's back in the gym and he's ready to go. December can't come fast enough.
Potentially, the Ruiz and AJ Bill out in Saudi.
Not a chance in hell.
Dean Whyte, it's been a pleasure as always. We're always working. Night time and all. Pep Talk UK. Like, share, comment, subscribe. With a big man, Dean Whyte.